sure.
You'll be an inspiration for a great many women. I mean, a great. Really been able to cross from Europe to Africa. And Marcel here telling me that you are the team leader. I mean, of course. I see, who has the map?
In Europe, we changed every month the map, and nowadays we are riding without map. Yeah, because
How is that? How is that?
It's great. It's easy to find because, like, through the desert there was only one road,
And you must have some idea, you know, of where you're going.
yeah. But then we ask people to bring like a GPS. Because before we thought it's so nice to if you see you to ask, okay.
You wanted to keep it as natural, I mean, as possible.
yeah, go in the flow and let's see where people you're bringing you to, and where if they have an invitation for you to come to their house, it's nice to go, and yeah.
Like exploration in the former days when there was no GPS or so. People like Mungo Park, Christopher Columbus, I mean, I can just get the feeling. That must be amazing, not knowing where you're going next.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Of those that make you feel on the journey.
Exciting.
Exciting?
Yeah, of course, yes. And we never plan, so we don't know where we sleep tonight, and we never know before. And we have our tent, we have our mosquito net, and we can sleep everywhere.
So everything happens spontaneously. Surprise.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And it's all possible made by everybody we meet on the road, because it's
People, were they nice on the road?
there are only nice people everywhere, and every people from their heart, poor or rich or very helpful, and they always bring food and water, and it's very nice. Even if you don't speak the language, I don't speak Wolf. A little bit, the Jerry Jeff and the Magnifique, and that's very nice.
And you can easily catch up, you know, understand.
Yeah, because in the language everybody wants, just to have love for everybody, it's good.
Now, from Europe, I mean from Holland, the Atlas Mountain, the Sahara Desert, and some exciting places, you must have seen some wonderful panoramas. I mean.
Yeah, beautiful. But it started already in Europe, like when we crossed France and the pyramids in Spain. It was fantastic.
Now tell me, how were the French?
The French are really nice. Yeah.
And they were all bonjour, c'est soir.
Yes, and that's where we started, because we realized if we're going to cross Africa, we have to learn French. So that's start learning French to little by little, and now we can have a little conversation in French.
By the time you finish this journey, you must be vast in so many languages.
Yeah. But the journey has never ended, all the way down to South Africa. So we will all pass the countries Bissau, Guinea, Sierra Leone, Côte d'Ivoire, all the way to Cameroon, and then we cross Africa for the rest of the part. But if you still like it,
That's all on a bicycle.
yeah.
Hi, I'm Niso, having a great time with my friends at the Smiling Coast. This program is brought to you by
Already on the Smiling Coast, but it's not stopping here. These adventurers intend to go all the way to discover the charming beauty of the African continent, all the way to South Africa. And this is just the start, I can see.
That's really the start, yeah, because Africa, we will continue with the route from West Africa, South Africa. And if you still like it, we go on all through Asia, and we eventually we'll go to Japan, Indonesia, and you can follow us on our blog, of course.
It's history in the making.
It really is.
I'm gonna be part of it.
Yes, absolutely.
Now your blog must be interesting by now.
Thank you. It already is. We have a lot of visitors, and it's really nice. You can follow us everywhere on the planet.
Where you live on the way, I mean, where you on air, I mean, online, keeping contact with your friends and the like?
Yes, we do. Yeah, it's through our blog. And of course sometimes we do Skype with friends and family, because they miss us and we miss them.
And they must be wondering, and aren't they lost in the jungle somewhere? Yes.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, in the beginning sometimes they were a little bit afraid for certain parts, but now they feel like, oh, they have fun, they enjoy, they are well, they're taking care and it's safe to travel. So
I mean,
yeah.
it's really, I mean, extraordinary. It's amazing. It's the greatest kind of sport I can think of. I mean, cycling from just recently, I mean, cycling from Europe to Africa. It's beautiful. So a lot of people must be inspired. We just cycle a few kilometers, few distances, but if you can really cycle around to discover the world around you, that just makes it much better. Hope you have some stories to tell the world, or few pictures to show.
Yeah, we have, and I think the most important message we want to give to people is to make their dream happen. Just make your dream, and you have one whole life. And if you follow your dream, your heart, you will do it. It makes you so happy.
It doesn't have to be difficult, huh?
No, not at all. And I think if you feel you want something, you can do it.
Now,
Yeah.
for example,
Everything.
if I had this idea of walking the entire length and breadth of the Smiling Coast, and then someone, I mean, probably says, impossible. Should I stop? I mean, you did it.
Yeah, we did it, yeah.
Someone must have, I mean, tried to discourage you when you started. Or was it optimism all the way?
Yeah, but as you say, if you are in your heart, you really believe it, you can do it.
But at some point, you know, on the journey, you know, in the expedition, you didn't have this feeling of, I want to stop, I want to go back. It's too much. How about
Some days they are really tough. If you need a place for sleep or food and water, which is not always available, and you have biked for 8 hours on the bike and it's getting hot or very cold, then at the end of the day you're really through it. But yeah, but then it's really it's the really the bottom of the day. And
you call it a day? More than 8 hours cycling.
yeah.
Now, tell me, Igor, what's the life of a cyclist like? Now I want to come down to the basics. Your daily routine as a cyclist, what is it like?
Very simple and very basic. We wake up and we have a nice breakfast.
How nice? It would be very nice.
Very nice. We start with the fruits because we love it and that's great. And we try to wake up a little bit early if we want to cycle because of the heat. But it's almost impossible to leave early because we're relaxed and enjoying the breakfast and then start talking. But then, well, we're on the road and we're cycling and we enjoy making pictures, having chats, and then we stop for a coffee or tea or the wonderful ice creams on the way. Yeah, and then if we are hungry, we stop. We're having lunch, and then after we continue. And now, after a while, we find out we can sleep everywhere. So at the time we want to stop and sleep, we stop and look for a place. Yeah.
These two things, food and sleep, they must be very important.
Yes, of course. Yes. And it's also the nicest part of all the whole traveling, of course, because like the Gambian food, it's so rich of nutrients and other things. So it's all very nice to discover what is in the local kitchen and in all different countries. You have to imagine we're coming from Spain where there are a lot of fish, but the fish is totally different than here in Gambia, or the Dutch food, which we miss, of course, that's a hard thing to leave behind, but it's nice to discover that it's in every country. Like in Senegal, we love the bissap, and it's so good. And happily they have it here also, which is good.
They have better than the bissap,
Yeah, we have like from the baobab, the boya.
Yeah, the boy.
Wow.
The boy is good. And you know, when adequately prepared, I mean, with all the right ingredients, it can be really appetizing. Yes, the bui. It's from the baobab tree, which virtually tells the story of this country, this Smiling Coast. Tree has so many characteristics. I mean, so many elements which put together immensely, I mean, ultimately characterize your Smiling Coast, the Gambia for you. I mean, so if the bui is tasty, you should know that this country is beautiful.
And it is. It's a lovely country.
Yeah. But but yesterday we had Plaza.
Yeah, Plaza.
And that